You've been told to just grab a Toyota if you want bulletproof reliability, right? But what if Toyota's throne is actually crumbling right now? Because at this very moment, 4 different automakers are silently engineering vehicles that don't just match Toyota's longevity, they exceed it. And when something breaks, they're cheaper to fix. I'm talking about manufacturers who've mastered their craft, elevated their construction standards, and slashed maintenance expenses without bragging about it in million-dollar ad campaigns. By the time this video ends, you'll understand exactly why Toyota's untouchable reputation is facing its biggest challenge yet. But just before we get rolling, it's imperative you smash that like button and hit subscribe so you catch every game-changing video we release about cars and SUVs that'll shape your buying decisions. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. Listen, Toyota didn't build its ironclad reputation overnight. For generations, they zeroed in on straightforward engineering, unwavering consistency, and vehicles that refused to quit. Models like the Camry and Corolla became the gold standard for dependability because Toyota avoided overcomplicating things. But here's what's changed. Today's vehicles are packed with electronics, advanced driver aids, and complex hybrid architectures. And competitors, they've not only caught up, they've studied Toyota's playbook, refined it, and created vehicles that are simpler to service, more affordable to maintain, and frankly, just as reliable. In some cases, even more. So don't navigate away, because I'm counting down the 4 manufacturers that have genuinely earned recognition in this space. And trust me, number 1 is going to catch you off guard. Let's kick off the countdown with brand number 4. Coming in at number 4, Subaru, the underdog that built an army of loyal owners who swear by real-world toughness over flashy gimmicks. If you've driven a Forester, Outback, or Crosstrek, you get it. These machines are engineered like tanks. Subaru's entire design philosophy revolves around one principle: symmetry creates strength. Their symmetrical all-wheel drive architecture is one of the most battle-tested systems available. So dependable, in fact, that Toyota actually collaborated with Subaru to integrate their AWD technology into select Toyota models. Now here's where it gets interesting. Subaru's AWD setup is mechanically simpler and more resilient than Toyota's typical on-demand systems. Consumer Reports has repeatedly confirmed that Subaru's drivetrain demands fewer long-term fixes and less electronic fine-tuning. Plus, Subaru keeps things straightforward. Their Boxer engines sit lower in the chassis for enhanced stability and have decades of proven track records. Take the Impreza. It's actually scored higher than the Corolla in long-term engine and transmission dependability across multiple independent studies. Here's the financial kicker. Most Subarus are built in Japan or Indiana under rigorous quality protocols, and owners regularly clock over 200,000 miles on factory powertrains without major interventions. Combine that with readily available parts and budget-friendly service intervals, and Subaru becomes one of those rare brands where your mechanic barely sees you. What's also telling is Subaru's retention rate. About 70% of Subaru owners stick with the brand for their next purchase, proof that it's not advertising, it's engineering integrity. Their emphasis on robust construction, strong resale values, and minimal repair frequency gives Subaru an advantage Toyota hasn't had to seriously contend with in years. Now next up is brand number 3, and this one might really surprise you. Down to number 3, Mazda, the brand that reinvented itself from fun to drive and bulletproof. For years, Mazda was celebrated for handling, not necessarily for rock-solid reliability. Well, that narrative has completely flipped. Over the past decade, Mazda transformed its approach with streamlined engineering, exhaustive factory testing, and minimal reliance on unnecessary tech. Get this, Consumer Reports crown Mazda as the most dependable automaker overall, surpassing both Toyota and Lexus. Here's what nobody tells you. Mazda refuses to over-engineer. Their Skyactiv powertrains are designed for efficiency and longevity, not gimmicks. And because they don't stuff turbos or complicated hybrid systems into most models, there are fewer failure points. Stack a Mazda CX-5 against a Toyota RAV4. Sure, the RAV4 carries the bigger nameplate, but countless owners report the CX-5 runs quieter, feels more solid, and dodges the software glitches and CVT headaches, plaguing Toyota's newer hybrid lineup. Here's the financial reality. According to RepairPal, Mazda owners spend roughly 15% less over over a decade compared to Toyota owners. Now here's what really cements Mazda's edge. Their interior craftsmanship and build precision rival luxury nameplates, yet they're assembled with the same reliability standards as their budget models. Manufacturing facilities in Hiroshima and Hofu boast some of the industry's lowest defect rates based on internal audits. Mazda's resistance to chasing trends like oversized touchscreens or all-digital dashboards means fewer electronic nightmares down the road. If you want Toyota-level dependability wrapped in something that actually feels premium behind the wheel, Mazda absolutely deserves serious consideration. And here's a bonus point. Mazda's upcoming inline 6 platform and rear-wheel drive architecture signal a commitment to long-term engineering excellence. It's old school, it's bold, and it's built to endure. Proof Mazda is doubling down on reliability while others gamble on unproven EV tech. Moving to number 2, and this is where things get interesting. Next up at number 2, Honda. If Toyota is the safe bet, Honda is the engineer's dream. Honda's VTEC engines have earned legendary status for routinely exceeding 200,000 miles with basic upkeep, and they're more affordable to repair than Toyota's hybrid drivetrains or newer CVTs. Let's compare head-to-head. The Honda Civic has consistently outranked the Toyota Corolla in both powertrain and transmission longevity. The Honda CR-V has outscored the RAV4 in long-term reliability, especially in older generations, thanks to fewer drivetrain failures and lower part replacement expenses. And when it comes to serviceability, mechanics worship Hondas. Everything is logically arranged. Parts are everywhere. Most models can be repaired without tearing apart half the engine bay, unlike certain modern Toyotas. Honda might not shout about reliability in commercials, but year after year, their vehicles rank among the cheapest to maintain and the most consistent performers on the pavement. Now, here's something that flies under the radar. Honda's strategy around parts interchangeability. Tons of components, suspension bits, electrical modules fit across multiple model years. That means faster, cheaper repairs. Layer on exceptional resale values and outstanding fuel economy, and you've got a brand delivering Toyota dependability with more character and lower total ownership costs. But Honda's real genius? Global engineering consistency. Whether your car rolls off the line in Ohio, Japan, or Thailand, Honda enforces identical torque specifications, supplier standards, and testing protocols. That's why a 2010 Civic and a 2025 Civic share that same mechanical DNA, because Honda builds every car as if it'll be on the road for a quarter century. So now we're down to number 1. And here's the twist. We're talking about a brand that's technically Toyota, but fundamentally different. At number 1, Lexus. I know. You're thinking, wait, Lexus is Toyota? And technically, yes, but Lexus operates as its own entity with independent design, dedicated assembly lines, and elevated quality benchmarks. And believe me, that distinction matters. Lexus takes Toyota's proven foundations and reconstructs them with tighter engineering tolerances, premium materials, and more intensive testing. According to J.D. Power's Vehicle Dependability Study, Lexus claimed the top spot, even ahead of Toyota. The Lexus RX, for instance, consistently outperforms the Toyota Highlander in electronics and powertrain reliability. And despite its luxury badge, Lexus repair expenses are shockingly affordable compared to German rivals like BMW or Mercedes. A Lexus ES shares its bones with a Toyota Camry, yet owners report fewer electrical gremlins, superior longevity, and smoother long-term operation. See, the secret is Lexus's obsessive Takumi craftsmanship. Every engine undergoes hand inspection. Critical components are manufactured under a zero-defect mandate. Even their paint process uses robotic scanners that catch imperfections invisible to the naked eye. This meticulous attention translates into vehicles that run flawlessly for decades, often surpassing 300,000 miles with minimal intervention. Yes, you'll pay more up front, but Lexus rewards you with the lowest ownership costs in the luxury segment, something even Toyota can't always promise. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Lexus service centers often share Toyota's parts supply chain, meaning pricing and turnaround times are nearly identical. You're essentially driving a hand-assembled luxury machine with mainstream maintenance costs. It's this marriage of perfectionism and practicality that's kept Lexus dominating dependability rankings for almost 2 decades straight. So here's the bottom line, folks. Toyota still builds excellent vehicles, but untouchable? Not anymore. Brands like Subaru, Mazda, Honda, and Lexus prove that reliability doesn't require premium pricing, and that intelligent engineering can outlast decades of marketing hype. If you're shopping for a car right now, do me a favor. Don't just buy the badge. dig deeper, because the manufacturers quietly perfecting their engineering might deliver a vehicle that lasts longer, costs less, and shocks everyone, including Toyota. As always, if this breakdown added value, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss videos helping you choose the perfect car or SUV for your needs. Drop a comment below and tell me which brand surprised you most. Until next time, drive smart, stay informed, and I'll catch you in the next one.